Hi, friend. Welcome to Holly's Highlights, a podcast designed to encourage, inspire, and equip you to intentionally live your life full of purpose. I'm your host, Holly Kirby, motivational speaker, leadership cultivator, marketing strategist, and personal cheerleader. Let's check out today's highlight. Hello, friends. Today is a bonus episode as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day. This is the time of year we joke about the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and we all remember to wear green to avoid being pinched. But did you know there are lessons we can actually learn from that so-called lucky little leprechaun? St. Patrick was actually born into a very wealthy family. However, his luck turned when he was kidnapped by Irish raiders. Now, after 6 years, he risked his life by escaping his captors. Not only did he survive going over 200 miles across Ireland to eventually reach the sea, but then he came across a shipping vessel that happened to be bound for his homeland, and he was able to sweet-talk his way on for passage. Now, there seems to be 4 things that we can learn from this whole story of St. Patty. First of all, take action. Notice that St. Patty didn't wait to be rescued. He took action himself, even at the risk of his life. What action do we need to take? Where might we need to step out of our comfort zone and step into our faith? Number 2, forgive. After St. Patty's escape, he actually returned 15 years later to Ireland as a missionary to the very people who had kidnapped him. I can't even imagine going back into where you were taken captive. Number 3, take the higher road. St. Patty returned to his kidnappers not only to go and share with them as a missionary, but he also went above and beyond by paying a full ransom price of a slave as compensation for his escaping slavery. And number 4, basically meet them where they're at. While in captivity, St. Patty had learned how to speak that Celtic language of his captives. So then when he returned so many years later as a missionary, he was able to actually speak the native tongue to the people he was trying to reach. This makes me think of the resources we have, such as personality tests or even love languages. There's an episode, 3 ways to use your personality test result on Holly's Highlights, referencing how to help speak and understand the language of those around you. Through these 4 lessons learned, St. Patty not only reached his very enemy who had kidnapped him, but he ended up reaching the entire nation of Ireland with his faith. Now, as a leader at work or in the community, in our church, or even in our own home, how can we use these 4 St. Patrick's Day lessons to reach those we serve and care for and lead? And for the record, as far as luck would have it, I prefer the word blessed. Want more bonus episodes or early access to episodes, behind-the-scenes content, and so much more? Check out patreon.com and type in Holly's Highlights for different membership levels. Thank you for joining me on this journey of life. I hope that today's highlight has been encouraging, inspiring, and equipping so you can go out and live your life full of purpose. I'd be honored if you'd take a moment to leave a review, or better yet, subscribe. We can also stay in touch by joining my email list at hollykirby.com. That's HOLLYCURBY.com. Until next time, make it a great day for a great day.